During the 1950s, America was a country on the move. Eisenhower went to Korea.
I shall go to Korea.
Elvis went to the Army. The first U.S. satellites went into orbit.
No political leader dares offer change
Families
as one of the
moved to newly built
alternatives to the
suburbs,
present
where
situation.
dads went to work, but moms, for the most part, stayed home.
Like the way we are in Mississippi,
Kids
we don't
drove
want to
tailfin
change.
cars to sock hops and soda
white
shops.
people to be together
They
and
played
colored
with
people
balloons,
together.
and for fun, stuffed themselves into cars and phone booths and whatever else they could find. But aside from the bubblegum nostalgia,
equality in every sense of the word is obviously a myth. There are no people who are equal, no two people. There are no two races who are equal. They have different qualities.
It just put everything into context, and it made death feel alive. And I feel when you keep death alive, it can't help but be haunting.
Robert Johnson, only 27 years old, make 29 songs, but they really, really good. And Honey Boy Edwards said Robert Johnson left here one Saturday night. He had on a black pinstripe suit and a red necktie and said he was going to meet the devil. And Honey Boy Edwards said he came back maybe 2.5 or 3 hours later, and Honey Boy said he met him right down by that church. And said Robert Johnson would hit tunes like you never heard before. And Honey Boy said it seemed like his hair would stand up on his head when Robert Johnson started playing his music. He said he don't know what he did at the crossroads, but he never was the same again.
But something about when we went to Glendora, like, it felt haunted. It felt very heavy, and I felt like the gravity of the haunting. I think as soon as we stepped out of the van, it felt like their souls were still lingering.
In those moments in time right before he died, there was no peace.
The last quatrain of the Ballad of Emmett Till. After the murder, after the burial, Emmett's mother is a pretty-faced thing, the tint of pulled taffy. She sits in a red room, drinking black coffee. She kisses her killed boy, and she is sorry. Chaos and windy graze through a red prairie.
You go in that Brian Gross, it just felt different. It felt spooky to us, and we didn't have any idea. Nobody never told us about Emmett Till, never mentioned Emmett Till. I wouldn't have knew how to spell Emmett Till because I never heard the word.
Why didn't your parents tell you?
Because they wouldn't tell us either, wouldn't nobody.
What were they afraid of?
They afraid of that we would get in trouble like Emmett Till, that they would come to our house if we mentioned that. And that's why nobody wouldn't mention it.
It's been a long time coming, but I know.
It's hard to change people. It's really almost impossible. The older people, they're going to have to die. That's the only thing going to change it.
You can't change anyone. The only person who can change you is yourself.
Right.
At the end of the day, times move forward, but it's up to the people to change the times. It's up to us to acknowledge our own prejudices and our own misconceptions of each other and do something about it to change it. It's optimistic, but if we can look into ourselves individually and introspect, then we can heal together and learn from each other.
And it's been too hard living
but I'm afraid to die. 'Cause I don't know what's up there.